welcome to Children's Church. It is our summer unit and it is hot outside. In this lesson, we will be learning how God used regular people to show His power and to help them. Let's learn more about our powerful God. Now Alex is going to give you some guidelines and tips for Children's Church.
Guys, here's some tips to help you with service today. Tip number 1. Listen and pay attention until the end. Tip number 2. Sing and participate in each activity. Tip number 3. Try to remember the key verse from today. See you later.
My God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Our God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Yeah, every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Jesus told us to love Him and to love everyone. Jesus told us to love Him and to love everyone. So let your light shine and love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Love, love, love one another and be kind. Be kind to each other. Jesus told us to love Him and to love everyone. let your light shine. You can say hello and shake a hand, share your toys and help out a friend, all with a great big smile and 2 thumbs up. When there's a job to do, you can get it all done. Just remember to love, love, love one another and be kind to your sister and your brother. Love, love, love one another and be kind to your mother and your father. Love, love, love one another and be kind to your friends and your neighbor. Love, love, love one another and be kind to each other. Love.
Oh, hey, Kira. What you doing?
Nothing, I'm just reading the key verse. Can I read it to you?
Sure.
Okay, you can find it in Proverbs 3, 5 through 6.
Got it.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.
Would you like me to read you the story for today? Sure. During his region, David made preparations for a temple to be built, and his commissioned his son Solomon to make sure that it happened. Once the temple was built, Solomon dedicated it with a magnificent prayer. After that prayer, God appeared to Solomon and reaffirmed his promise to keep and hear of David at the throne as long as they continue to walk before God in eternity of heart and uprightness. God also warned them that if Solomon or his sons turned away from the Lord and served other gods, God will reject them and make Israel an object of ridicule among all peoples. Solomon's wisdom and Israel's prosperity made Solomon enormously wealthy. Having large numbers of horses and vast amounts of gold and silver was expressly forbidden in Deuteronomy. The king of Israel was not to make many wives. For themselves, they would lead him astray. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Indeed, the wives led him astray, and Solomon turned to worshiping the gods of his foreign wives. The next time God spoke to Solomon, it was to tell him that the kingdom would be torn from Solomon's son.
Hey guys, welcome back to Get Fit with God.
Where we exercise to make your heart stronger and healthier.
Just like we can exercise to make your hearts and body stronger, we can also exercise to make your hearts and faith stronger by reading the Bible, studying the Bible, and more.
Today's exercise is burpees, jumping jacks, and touching your toes. After you do all of those two. And this works your whole entire body. So I'll demonstrate. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a burpee. So you're going to jump up, do a push-up, and then jump up, and then do a jumping jack, and then touch your toes. And we'll do that, let's just say 5 times.
Okay, so let's start. There is no modification, but if you want to do a modification, you could just do a little slower and less reps.
Yeah, and also for a little modification, kind of like in the middle, if you're doing your burpee and you don't want to keep your legs straight, you can also
do a
put your knees down and and do herself. So yeah, let's begin. One, two, three, four, five. Whoa, that was a great exercise today. Well, I'm sorry to say, but that's about today. We'll see you next time on Get Fit with God.
It's Bridge Kids Story Time! Hello, Bridge of Hope. I'm Brielle Lamb, and welcome to another episode of Bridge Kids Story Time. Today's story is Solomon Turns Away from God. Today's story can be found in 1 Kings chapter 11, verses 1 through 13. And now for our cast. Solomon. And now for our story. King David prepared his son Solomon to be an upright man who would continue to lead Israel towards God. As we know, Solomon became a wise and noble king. God blessed Solomon for his integrity and righteous heart. However, God gave Solomon a warning. If Solomon or his sons turned away from the Lord to serve other gods, God will reject them and their kingdom. The king of Israel was not to take many wives for himself, but Solomon eventually gained 700 wives and 300 concubines. What made matters worse, the women Solomon gained were from foreign lands that the Israelites were forbidden to interact with, because they would lead them away from God. Unfortunately, as time passed, Solomon began to worship other gods of his wives and turn away from the Lord. The next time God spoke to Solomon, he told him that his kingdom would be taken from his sons. This was the downfall of a grand and noble kingdom.
And that was Bridge Kids Story Time!
Hi, welcome to Bridge of Hope Craft Corner. I'm Miss Erin.
I'm Ben.
And Ben's going to tell us what we're going to do today.
Today we're gonna make a craft that'll help you learn the memory verse.
That's right. So first, I'm going to go over our memory verse, and then I'll tell you the things you need. It's from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. So today we're going to need scissors, a glue stick, a piece of colored yarn. I have two here because Ben and I are both going to make it. A piece of colored paper and a pen. So Ben, which colored paper would you like?
Green.
You want the green? All right. Well, you trace around, put one of your hands on the piece of paper and trace around it. Aren't you right-handed? Don't you hold a pen with your right hand? Yeah, so put your left hand down. So while he's doing that, I'm going to tell you what we're doing. Okay, so Ben's going to trace around his hand. And after we get the hands traced out, we're going to cut them out. And in the palm area, which is this, of your hand, is where we're going to write the memory verse on the hand you traced out. So we're going to do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that you have your hand cut out and you write the Bible verse in the palm, I'm going to teach you something that's pretty neat that people used to do a long time ago, and people sometimes still today do it. Now, I've never seen anybody do it, but there used to be a thing, a practice, I guess you'd say, that people would take a string and they would tie it around their finger to remind them that there was something they needed to get done. So today we're going to do that with our paper hand. So you're going to take and leave your pointer finger up, and the other ones you're going to bend down and on each one you're going to put a little bit of glue so they hold down. Here, Ben, do you want to put some glue on the tips of these fingers for me?
Yep.
And do you want to use yellow yarn or this pretty orange yarn? Well, both are pretty. Yellow or the orange? Orange? Alright. Alright, so now we're going to go like this. Glue our fingers down. Oh, I don't think we got quite enough glue on that one. Down at the tip. Alright. So we'll fold all of our fingers down. Make sure when you fold your fingers down, number one, you got to hold them down for a little bit because of the way glue stick is. Well, actually any glue. Also, make sure you don't cover up. Make sure you don't cover up your verse in the palm of the hand. Alright, so now well, goodness. These just aren't sticking. Let's try again. I'll really get some glue on there. Glue stick is not like Elmer's liquid glue where you want to do dot, dot, not a lot. Apparently this one you want to really put it on there.
Yeah.
So let me hold these down. Once your fingers are glued down, hopefully ours are now. I think they are. Yep. Okay, so Ben, will you hold the hand so I can tie the string around it? Alright, so here's our string. Get it on there, and then we'll tie a pretty little bow. Hopefully I've got enough string here to tie a bow. I think I do. Yeah, there we go. We've got a little bow on our finger. So I hope that you make this craft, and most importantly, I hope you learn the Bible verse for this week. Because the Lord tells us that we're supposed to hide His word in our what?
Heart.
In our heart. That's right. And that way you'll know His true word. Well, we hope you had a great time, and we'll see you again next week. Bye!
James 1:22.
Really listen to the word and so deceive yourself. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself. Do what it says. 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 Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself.
Do what it says.
Do what it says. Do what it says. Do what it says.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Do what it says. Do what it says. Do what it says.
James 1:22.